Breaking news, Devin Haney preparing to sign to DAZN and fighting Keyshawn Davis. That is what it is looking like. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Dan Rafael has reported and broke the news. Sources, Devin Haney signs with DAZN, will take the mandatory bout versus Keyshawn Davis, targeted for October. Wow. Now, make sure you guys follow Dan Rafael. WBO welterweight titleist Devin Haney, a promotionally free agent, has signed a multi-fight contract with DAZN and will proceed to fight his mandatory title defense against Keyshawn Davis. A source with direct knowledge told Fight Freaks Unite. The deal has not been announced, but Devin Haney has been in negotiations about a deal with Zuffa Boxing that likely would have led to a Shakur Stevenson fight, who recently signed with Zuffa. Devin Haney and Bill Haney, his father, trainer, manager, have gone back and forth with Stevenson on the prospects of a fight, catch weight at 144. That doesn't really matter because they're not fighting next. However, Haney, whose last 4 fights have been streamed on DAZN pay-per-view, decided to move forward with a DAZN deal instead, right? The mandatory defense against Keyshawn Davis, fight targeted for October, with DAZN having contracts with the biggest promoters in boxing, Top Rank, Golden Boy, PBC, Tom, Goose and Brown, Matchroom, Queensberry. It means Haney would have uncomplicated access to potential fights with boxers on those rosters. The move leaves 4-division title holder Stevenson without a major opponent who just signed with Zuffa. Haney becomes the second fighter to sign directly with DAZN without being tied to a promoter. Monday, DAZN announced that they signed Teofimo Lopez to a contract. He's fighting Rolly, of course. WBO ordered Haney to fight Keyshawn Davis. And one source said there isn't going to be a purse bid. Haney signing with DAZN, Keyshawn with Top Rank having a DAZN contract. The fight would be a co-promotion between Top Rank and Devin Haney Promotions. Wow. Got to give Devin Haney props and Bill Haney. I like the move a lot. There was rumblings, if you will, that they were going to sign to Zuffa. And Zuffa, they're the new kids on the block, so they're unproven, right? They haven't done no major type of fights. I know they're doing Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn, depending on how big you think that is, but it hasn't happened yet, right? Hasn't happened at all. So Berlanga and Hitchens card, I ain't really heard much about it. Yes, they signed Shakur Stevenson, but they haven't really done any big fights. So Devin making this move to DAZN, I think it's a power move. I like the Keyshawn Davis fight. Here's the thing. I didn't want Devin Haney, a WBO welterweight champion at 147, who's also big, right? I don't want to see him fight at a catch weight of 144 for no reason, because Shakur looks big enough himself to fight at 147. So I'm not anti-Devin and Shakur fighting, but I didn't really want it at a catch weight, especially when Shakur had complained about people like Gervonta Davis having weight stipulations in the Ryan Garcia fight. So my honest opinion, I love the fight with Keyshawn. Props to both of them if this does come out and come off without a hitch. I like the fight a lot. I told you that was one of the top fights that I wanted to see for Devin Haney. Devin Haney's not afraid to challenge himself. Keyshawn, young, hungry, 2 guys who are undefeated. Somebody's got to go. I love it. You know, Keyshawn never fought at 47, so to move straight up, it's going to be probably some good banter with Keyshawn and his brothers and Bill Haney and Devin Haney. I don't have nothing negative to say. You know, I like it all the way across the board. Boxing has been kind of dry. We need big fights. So I'm looking forward to this fight. I like this a lot. and, you know, Devin got it done through DAZN, just like Teofimo. I'm not mad at it. PBC recently did a deal with DAZN. So I will say this. The bad news is for Shakur Stevenson. He is the odd man out. You were over there with DAZN for your last couple fights after your top rank contract ended. Then you ran over to Zuffa Boxing. They don't have anyone. They have El Rayo, Magsayo, Edwin De Los Santos, who just got knocked out. They don't really have no one for you, right? So now Shakur not fighting Devin Haney. Devin Haney moves on to a big fight with Keyshawn. Rolly Romero got a big fight with Teofimo. Tank got legal issues, so he'll be out the way, right? What are they going to give unless Zuffa can get Lomachenko and sign him or something and then make Shakur versus Lomachenko? But Shakur at this point seems to be the odd man out. And if he fights somebody like Hitchens is fighting and Berlanga is fighting, then Shakur will be clowned. A lot of people are going to clown that move from him. So I'll just wait and see how it plays out, wait for this to be official. But everybody making power moves except for Shakur Stevenson. He went where the money's at, I guess, but now it looked like you ran from where all of the other competition is. Hitchens is your brother, so you don't want to fight him, right? Who are you going to fight over there? Rayo? You already said you didn't want to fight El Rayo. Now, this report appears to be true. Keyshawn Davis posted this, and he put a clock. Shakur Stevenson in the comment, kill mode champ, let's get him. Bro, Shakur looked crazy. I think Shakur looks extremely bad. Keyshawn got a big fight, and you in the comment section cheerleading, like, yeah, get him. These dudes are acting like boxing is a team sport, right? You supposed to be the one, Shakur Stevenson, fighting Devin Haney. In fact, you haven't fought none of the four kings. Devin Haney fought Ryan, and he's about to fight Keyshawn. He fought Brian Norman, right? He fought Lomachenko. Tank Davis has fought Frank Martin, who just signed with Top Rank. He fought Ryan. He fought Pitbull Cruz. He fought Lamont Roach. So these are all credible people, right? Ryan Garcia about to fight against, he fought Rolly. He fought Tank. Right? And now he's about to fight Conor Ben. And then Shakur over here, like, yeah, let's get him with no opponent. I can't wait to see who he picks. But it's looking bad for Shakur. Let me know what you think. Drop your thoughts in the comments.